Hey y'all, this week we've been diving into friendships and I have something to say. My husband is not my best friend. I know. Day after day there are posts on social media contradicting that very statement, but I've had enough. I apologize if it comes off as unnecessarily negative to admit that my husband isn't my best friend, but I can't deny the honesty in it. Sometimes it feels like saying that we're not best friends negates the bond that I share with my husband. And as a couple, we are less than. Why do I feel like this? Do you feel like this? Hi, I'm Kisthart. I get to serve as lead minister out at West Mo and as Calvary Partners Network Coordinator. I'm here to tell you it's okay, and here's why. I get it. Our society is stricken with divorce, and we feel this unbearable weight to survive. So proclaiming how in love we are and how close we are lightens the load for a bit. Upping the ante, describing our relationship and all its amazingness. My relationship with my husband, Cody, is special and full of love, but in a very different way than the relationship I have with my best friend. I consider my husband an addition to my best friend, and definitely not a replacement. In a world where we can sit behind a computer screen and claim how amazing our relationships are, I feel like we overcompensate. We have to make sure that we have pictures of ourselves with our spouses doing things we love to do. But that is the problem. My husband and I don't always agree on things that we enjoy. By nature, I'm introverted, and I'd way rather lay on the beach with a good book where he is extroverted and most likely can be found amongst other people making small talk. Even watching a movie, he talks. I mean, he literally talks to me during the movie. My husband and I met later in life, and we both have best friends that we've had for decades. I'm talking like since high school. We have had years with them, years of ups and downs where they've supported us. They have helped shape us into the people we are today, and they continue to walk right beside us on the journey of life. No matter how strong of a bond that my husband and I have after the years that we've been together, there really is no way that he or I could live up to that. Because my husband and I also share the same responsibilities around the house, and we have busy schedules with little time left at the end of our days, we most likely always have more important things to talk about than the cute new shacket I just bought, or how I'm starting to get these little hairs on my chin. Ugh. My best friend listens to me vent about the struggles of being a mother, a wife, helping out with church, which she can relate to, because she does all those things too. She knows when I need logical solutions or I just need to talk about it. And I value her opinion because she's been in my shoes. The perspective she has definitely aligns more closely with the perspective I live in, and it just works out better. When I expect my husband to have intuition about what I need in a conversation, unfortunately, most of the time he falls flat, and I end up disappointed. He feels frustrated because he let me down, and this cycle continues. If this was always our experience, our marriage would be overwhelmed with frustration and resentment. We learned early on that the best friend hat for each other doesn't belong to us, and it's better that way. Honestly, the thought of having to be my husband's best friend freaks me out. I do not care nearly enough about hunting to call him up and ask him how his morning hunt went. Nor will I ever understand the ungodly amount of time and money that hobby requires. Now, I certainly don't have this idea that you shouldn't have a friendship with your spouse. Marriage, at its core, is a commitment to growth, understanding, and unwavering support. In a spouse, we find not only a companion, but a confidant. It's someone with whom we share our dreams, fears, aspirations. Through the highs and lows of life, a spouse can be a steadfast anchor. They're with us during the storms and celebrating with us in the triumphs. The beauty of a strong marital bond lies in the ability to weather those challenges and come out stronger and more united. I do think that as spouses, there is a unique privilege to lighten the burdens for one another. As the Bible tells us in Galatians 6, verse 2, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. But after all that, I still just disagree that my husband should carry the burden of being my best friend. Think about the obligation that holds. My husband has enough on his plate. I know this may not ring true for everyone, and that's okay too. Maybe your husband is your best friend. That's amazing. But I am here just to say that it's okay if he's not, and that your marriage isn't doomed. Here are a couple things Cody and I do that help ensure our relationship continues to stay strong and grow. First off, we believe it's important as a couple to be okay allowing each other to do things we enjoy, even if it means we do them separately. Of course, communication is key, and usually we try to do them at the same time so grandma can babysit. We both usually come home feeling refreshed and fulfilled. Also, spending time with your spouse and your friends together can be very valuable. Bonus points if you get the whole family involved. You can also find a couple things that you both really enjoy. Even if it's a cold brew or a Netflix series, spend the time together intentionally and appreciate the friendship you do share, free from the pressures and responsibilities of being the coveted best friend.